and we are delighted to welcome you into our very special 40 days of transformation event that we have going on to celebrate with us this special day today, which is our Zhineng Qigong Culture Day. So Selena Poole, the Director of Operations here at the Qi Center, is here with me today to kick off our very special little 1-hour presentation. So hi, Selena, I just want to introduce you. Let me spotlight you.
Hi, Sarah. We have already had a change of plans and order. I promised we were going to go with the flow today. I think what we're going to do, I put this in Slack, but I don't think you had a chance to see it, but Stephanie's all queued up. We're going to play a very special video called The Journey and the Vision for everyone to see this morning. And then we're going to go back to my introduction of an explanation of what Zhineng Qigong Day is all about. So
that's a wonderful way to start, actually, because you know, the journey and the vision really gives everybody a preview, an overview of why we're doing what we're doing and how we got here. So, okay, Selena, Stephanie, go ahead. If you are ready, you can share that. Thanks.
I started this practice when I was not young anymore, but I was sick enough. So the practice was not easy for me. And yet the healing, the physical healing as a byproduct, and a very important byproduct, deeply transforming not only my health, my well-being, but also knowing how health is important for our life. I was born in China in a small village. It's only about 20-some families, and the life is very simple and very poor. Since very little, I remember myself, as far as I remember, I had an asthma condition, severe asthma condition, and very stiff body, painful body, and eventually it was discovered that I had sclerosis. The family tried many ways to treat this disease, medically and all other different approaches, Chinese medicine, and so on, and eventually realizing this is a chronic disease and not much you can do. So with all these illness in my body, was not fun to be in the body. It's sick, it's weak, it's really fragile. So choose to study mathematics, so you can live in the mental level to be more comfortable, more free from the bodily physical suffering. So, and I studied mathematics in China for 6 years and end up come here. But still, after a while, realizing my life was not totally fulfilling. I was searching for something, searching for a way to make a change, searching a way to become happier, and feel good about life. In that stage, I discovered my passion for art. And so as a visual artist, I was fascinated about metaphysical images. And in the process, discovered Qigong as a practice and deeply grounded in Chinese tradition. From searching, I discovered Qigong, but at the same time also Qigong come to me. A friend, a comic friend, she is a Westerner, and she was teaching Tai Chi, but also a little bit of this form of Qigong. So I ended up taking some class with her, then with her teacher, and he is Chinese. Eventually, he helped me to connect with the center. So I went back to the center to study with our teacher, Dr. Pan. He was a doctor both in Western medicine, Chinese medicine, But from his early age, he studied Qigong. And as a doctor, he started to experiment in this technique for his patients. Gradually, he using more of Qigong method and end up prescribing less medicine and have even much better result. So eventually, he ended up establishing a center, a Qigong hospital. So in the beginning, a more small scale, and quickly become very large scale. 5,000 practitioners, even one time 7,000 practitioners. So come out of that is this particular form of Qigong was honored as the most validated, effective medical Qigong. Then as a Chinese person, I was able to freely go to the center. So able to live there and to go slow my own healing in the first. Overall, the practice was very challenging, very difficult for me. And in one case, purify my lung, purify my system, and I start coughing nonstop. In the beginning, just normal coughing, uncomfortable. Then gradually coughing deeper, mucus come out. Then coughing deeper, the blood coming out. Coughing even deeper, feels like coughing out of my brain. That was a feeling. And that continued for 2 weeks. And I wasn't able to lie down, to sleep at all. And I wasn't able to really function normally, and yet I was continue practicing. I was supported as a normal purification, so I was able to sustain my process. And that made it possible after 2 weeks breaking slow, releasing all symptoms of asthma condition. When I was healing this physical condition with the Qigong, I suddenly had a deja vu. Something happened to me in childhood. So I basically, asked my mother, my adopted mother. I was living with adopted parents. So asked them, what happened, So when I was about 4 years old and playing with the kids, and then went to bathroom, end up fell down to the toilet in the ground. The shit was above this level for this little boy. So I lost my conscious basically. When coming back to this body, is made a choice not to remember. So as a result, the body remembers it as asthma, as a trauma. You cannot breathe. That's the fact. And took me a little bit longer, almost about 3 years of dedicated practice to release all symptoms of the sclerosis condition. To practice with a few thousand people and to receive the teaching from Dr. Pan, but also from many teachers trained under him, made it possible for me to open to that power, the power of energy. When I left China, and when I was witnessing so much had happened over a short period of time in such a large scale, in such a powerful way, and I was secretively and speaking to myself, if I could accomplish, 0.001% of what Dr. Pan had accomplished, I would be a really happy person. I would really feel fulfilled. From the very beginning, and personally, always clear, the vision is clear to have a Qigong center here. I think this vision is limitless, but at the same time, in a tangible way, we know what it means for 100 people in a retreat center ongoing basis, what it means for 500 people practicing ongoing basis, for 5,000 people practicing together ongoing basis. And deeply, I feel so fortunate to hold this vision, not only sharing the vision, but now co-creating the vision with many, many, many people more now. In a large scale, the vision is a global healing community, extending beyond generation, extending beyond cultural difference, extending beyond our stories, beyond our history, beyond our label of good, bad. And it's a deeper cellular level of healing, including cellular memory, 100 years of memory, 1,000 years of memory, even more. We carry these memories, and it's up to us to how to heal. And we have a greater opportunity and the best time right now to do that. It has been an incredible, fulfilling journey, not only able to share wisdom healing Qigong with tens of thousands of people in the last years, but also observing that not only physical deep changes health-wise, more importantly is transformation of life, transforming from hopeless desperation and victim to more creative, more conscious, more empowered, more joyful and loving human being, and really affecting not only the life of the practitioner also, but also contributing, able to contribute to life in general. So the practice of Qigong becomes possible for all of us to go beyond or expand the paradigm of conventional medicine, which only treating the body, as a biological, chemical machine, is something separate from the mind, separate from the spirit and consciousness. So slow practice, we reconnecting mind, body, reconnecting with energy, reconnecting with the deeper healing ability, healing wisdom, healing capacity. So that is the internal energy medicine. And that is the practice of self-care and self-healing and self-empowerment into the energy medicine of mind, body, heart. So the new Center for Wisdom Healing Qigong will be a place for people to come from all over to dedicate to self-healing, self-care, and self-empowerment. It's also be a place for healthcare professionals, leaders, and teachers to recharge their own mind, body, heart. And also be a place to expand our capacity, our wisdom capacity from all wisdom traditions and community as well as healthcare professionals. It's also be a place to connect people globally, energetically, for the healing of self, healing of others, healing of the world. The new center is a continuation of the vision, the ancient vision from all wisdom traditions, including the history of Qigong in China. And it's a continuation, the expansion, it's the evolution of human journey of healing, healing of self, healing of others, healing of life on the planet Earth and beyond.
Allah, thank you, Stephanie. I always love watching that video. It's inspiring to connect with the history, the inspiration of Dr. Pang, and how Master Ming Tong has brought that into the Western culture so in such a unique and amazing and powerful way. And for those of you who are just tuning in on YouTube or our website, we are celebrating a very special day today. It is Zhineng Qigong Culture Day. And you are also stepping into a flow that we started about 20 days ago of our 40-day online retreat. So just to kind of give a little context to the overlapping themes we've got going on, we started this journey of healing and awakening through pure energy and pure consciousness back in September. Gosh, so long ago, I can't even think. Was it the 18th, 17th? And we are on day 20 now, and we've got 2 more 10-day events to go. And it has been a really powerful and amazing journey. And we hope to have a few of our participants share with you what their experience has been. This particular 10 days has been focusing on the journey into pure energy, physical and emotional healing. You know, this is the vision. Dr. Pang had a medicineless hospital. And this is through these retreats and through our online courses and these events that we're doing, Master Ming Tong is recreating, insofar as he can, that healing qi field that was at the medicineless hospital. And so those of you who have the opportunity to join in with us on this very special field, on this very special experience, know what we're talking about. It is powerful. And we've got, just so to kind of complete the circle, this is the last 2 events that are still yet to come. We'll be rolling into the pure consciousness practices and teachings more deeply. Starting this week, we're going to have a 2-day break, and then we will continue for the next 20 days. So we'd love to have you join in with us. Again, Master Ming Tong, his dream, as he shared in that video, was if he could even do the smallest percentage of what Dr. Pang did, you know, that is his heart's desire. And through these events, we are making that a reality. So just wanted to share that with you. And Selena has a special thing that she has created. Do you want to bring that up now, Selena?
Yeah, well, let me just do a little intro first and a little background on Zhineng Qigong Day. For many of you, you may have read the emails that I sent out explaining kind of the background and the history, but I wanted to share that with those of you who may not have had an opportunity to read that. So Zhineng Qigong Culture Day is every year on September 26th. That day was chosen because it is the founder, Grandmaster Dr. Pang's birthday. And it also happens to be our Master Ming Tong's birthday. So wonderful how the universe works that way. Zhineng Qigong Culture Day is a day to cultivate a new human culture, a day for awakening consciousness and universal love, to bring health of body and mind to all of mankind, and for doing our part to create a harmonious world. It's a public, worldwide activity initiated by Zhineng Qigong teachers around the globe. So today, as we're practicing, there will be other groups of hundreds or if not thousands of others practicing as well in every time zone around the world. So among many styles of Qigong, Zhineng is also known as wisdom healing Qigong in the West. And it's one of the most scientifically proven, powerful, and effective Qigong systems for healing and awakening of all dimensions of life. So wisdom healing Qigong was developed by Master Mingtong Gu, and his teacher, Master Ming Tong's teacher, Grandmaster Pang Ming. And he was trained in both Western medicine and traditional Chinese medicine. And he became a scientist, and he synthesized, he was also a lifelong Qigong practitioner. He synthesized his profound medical knowledge with the old and new healing sciences and ancient Qigong practice. The result became an integrative system of self-cultivation and healing that's very well suited for today's modern pragmatic world. So establishing a qi field was one of Grandmaster Pang's greatest innovations and is based on the Huanyan entirety theory that he founded. In Wisdom Healing Qigong, we describe the qi field that Sarah mentioned, the qi field of healing, as the union between source energy and the most important quality information contributing to healing and awakening. That information is continuously energized through us when we are embodying and truly investing our mind, heart, body, and spirit with this intention. A qi field is consciousness that's unified by a certain purpose and that cultivates certain qualities such as love, joy, wholeness, creativity, healing, transformation, and so on. And so when we practice together, we multiply, amplify the power and benefit of Qigong by creating and strengthening a unified qi field that can transform life-limiting patterns of the past. So our collective intent greatly purifies and intensifies this worldwide positive qi field, consciousness field, and the information field. And it brings peace, harmony, and awakening to humanity and to the benefit of all living things. In fact, our whole environment. So the Zhineng Qigong Culture Day program is offered, as I mentioned, by many Qigong teachers all over the world, including our own Master Mingtong Gu. And we're happy that you're here to celebrate and practice on the 26th of September in honor of Dr. Grandmaster Pang, as well as the Zhineng Culture and Paradigm. So welcome, everyone. And as we begin today, I'm hoping Master Ming Tong is here and able to watch. I'd like to share a very short video to honor Grandmaster Pang, as well as Master Mingtong Gu, founder of the Qi Center. Okay, Stephanie. Thank you, Master Ming Tong. And Sarah, I will turn it back over to you. Oh, there's Master Ming Tong. I see you're here. Yay.
Oh, that was so beautiful. That was so beautiful. Thank you, Selena. Thank you, the team. I'm sure Sarah is involved with that. Thank you for creating this and bring me so much memory. So I'll heading back to Sarah again. I will come back soon.
Wonderful. Thank you, Master Ming Tong. So I think next we'd like to invite our participants from this retreat to share with you what their experience has been. Like I mentioned, the vision of doing these retreats and teaching and hosting these events is to create a very special container, a healing opportunity. It's not just about physical healing, it's really healing on all levels, because our body is very complicated. And as we heal the mind and spirit, we heal the body. And as we heal the body, we heal the mind and spirit. They're so connected. So we had a few of our retreat participants that have come forward, and they would like to share what their experience has been in this retreat. So I want to start and invite Jodine. I'm going to ask you to unmute if you'd like to come on and share what has been your experience.
Good morning. Thank you. I'm first. I'm sorry that the retreat is ending today, but I will be going on to the next retreat, and I actually had to restrain myself from packing my car last night because I so wanted to be at the Chi Center for this retreat that I was just devastated when it went online. And then when the announcement was made that some people could come, I just looked at it and I realized I just don't think I can get there in 3 days, because for COVID reasons, I don't want to be on an airplane, and it would take me a while to drive there. I thought probably I couldn't make it. So I'm going to continue online. But that kind of, that enthusiasm is, I think is a product of the first 20 days. Because when I saw this offering of the 40 days, it came at such a great point in my practice. I have been practicing for 3 years now, and beginning with a retreat at the Chi Center, and I had gotten pretty quickly into daily practice, and connected with a group who practice together via Zoom every weekday. And I felt that there were really positive changes going on in my life as a result of the practice. Absolutely positive changes that I'd wanted to make for years. However, I wasn't feeling that I was getting much results, quote unquote, with my main challenge, which is Parkinson's disease. And to some extent, I think that was really a story in my mind, but it was a story that I was believing a lot, like, this is great, but it's just not going to work for me for Parkinson's. I think that's kind of what the talk would have been if I said it out loud. And then when I heard about these retreats coming up, I thought, hey, that's what I need. Because I was thinking the story was pushing me towards quitting. You got what you're going to get out of this. It's over for you. And then when I saw these offerings, the 40 days, I thought, that's it. I will double down and revitalize my practice and chuck this story, like, what's going on? And one of the things that I had actually put off to the side as this story's going on is that over the years, I've consulted many different doctors. And 2 of the 3 most recent doctors I've consulted about Parkinson's have told me that Parkinson's is not my major problem. And that's what the story always was beforehand. Oh, you have clear-cut Parkinson's disease, no question. Now I'm like having doctors telling me, no, your main issue is essential tremor. And you also have this thing called functional movement disorder, which all you need to cure that is physical therapy. Now, think to yourself, like, how could that be going on? How could doctors be telling me that? And me in my mind believing I've come nowhere with the Parkinson's from the Qigong practice. So this just came at the perfect time for me. It just blew up all of that story. And I'm so glad for every session that I've been able to go to so far. And I'm really looking forward to the next retreat, the next 10 days. So thank you so much.
Wonderful. Thank you, Jodine. So beautiful. I know our retreat has a beautiful flow from practice together to meditation, to teaching time, to private integration time, and even small group sharing time. And so I know we've had a lot of question and answer time to share with each other. And just checking in, there was a lot of comments in the chat. It looks like Craig would like to share next. So go ahead, Craig. Let me see if I can help you unmute. Okay, go ahead. Try to unmute, Craig.
All right.
Go ahead. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning and happy birthday. And it's an honor to be here. So yeah, I've had such an amazing experience in the last 20 days. I'm brand new to wisdom healing Qigong and any kind of formalized practice with Qigong. And it's been completely transformational. I'm not new to Qigong, but under the guidance and direction of a teacher, I've had a remarkable change, and specifically with the integrative approach of wisdom healing Qigong. So I'm an addictions therapist, also a trauma therapist. I studied TCM at OCOM 20 years ago, traditional Chinese medicine, but you had to do Western medicine prereqs to get into. So my work has been an integrative process when I've worked with clients for the last 20 years. But as a result of that, I got a lot of secondhand trauma, collateral trauma. And then I live in Santa Rosa, California, not far from where the fires were in 2017, where we had 32 friends and family members lose their homes and everything. And we've had to evacuate our home, 7 weeks total in the last 5 years. So every year, except for one in the last 5 years, we've had to evacuate, oftentimes suddenly, fleeing for our lives, and then live in these devastated areas of natural disaster that's really traumatizing. And I'd have to drive through those fire zones to get to work every day. It's created a lot of trauma. Prior to that, I had, in a surfing accident, broken my neck, been paralyzed partially on the left-hand side. And so I came to this retreat with a lot of different systemic long-term damage to myself. That the top part was when I got COVID in Spain as they were closing the country down. The country closed 1 week after I left. And I ended up getting a really severe case of COVID. And all the symptoms they talk about, I saw clots in my wrists even. My wife would ask, do I need to go to the hospital often? And it just wasn't safe enough there. And so I was using, just a lot of different methods to try to heal at home. But ended up with long haulers disease, which you'll find 20 to 30%, I think, of COVID, people that get COVID end up with. And so I had been in bed for the last 6 months, couldn't get out of bed. So I have a family. And so I was looking for an answer. And so wisdom healing Qigong was that answer. And this is not a paid advertisement. I was just calling out to the universe, like, help, please. And then I saw this retreat, and then I was like, okay, I can change my habit if I just get there and I'm able to be 40 days with this community. I know this will change something, at least an aspect of what's going on for me. When in reality, it's changed everything. Mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, the 5 bodies they work with have come back into alignment again. On day, I don't know, I think it was 12 of the retreat, my son looked at me and he goes, my gosh, Dad, your chi is back. And I went from being able to get out of bed, like just before the retreat, I'd feel the chi field come on. And literally it would give me enough energy to get out of bed for the first time. So there were times during COVID where I couldn't get to the bathroom. I couldn't, in a week, the one thing I would do is water the strawberries. Otherwise I'd be in bed. That was so hard for someone that's just a year before was able to ride 100 miles on a bike, or I was 3 years before that running 18 miles after work. And so wisdom healing Qigong has changed everything. I'm so grateful that my car's already packed. And so it's really great. I'm so grateful. Because instead of being in bed at 2 o'clock, I'm up again at 5 a.m. Like this morning, I went for a walk. So thank you so much. The wisdom healing community. At 6:57, I was walking and I felt the chi field happen. And thank you so much. I just can't be more grateful.
Oh, thank you, Craig. Thank you for sharing. Yeah, I know it's hard to communicate the experience. It's so deep, it's so heartfelt. And it's the physical shifts almost seem small compared to the deeper shift of the heart and the hope that can unfold as a result. So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. I know so many of us are really struggling with, obviously with COVID, and then perhaps previous diagnoses, the challenge and the hopelessness, the prognosis that might not be what we would like it to be. And one of the things that we explore in our teaching in wisdom healing Qigong is we get to work with a different tool bucket. We work with source energy. And so it doesn't have a lot of the limitations that we might be used to working with. And it can be so profoundly changing, life-changing to explore those for the first time intensively in a retreat. So, you know, we don't normally, our people are not usually shy in our retreat. They're being a little reserved today. Ani, did you have something you wanted to share? You had put a little message in the chat to everyone.
I'd be happy to. So this is an alternative story, which I think will add to the other stories and experiences. I recently turned 80. It was a big deal. Here's a picture of me on my 80th birthday with balloons. And one of the things that I've experienced is a disconnect from my soul purpose work. And having been driven by soul purpose for many years, I asked for intervention, and wisdom healing Qigong showed up when an old friend told me about the free 2-day you had. I don't know if it was back in March or wherever. And so we started the Qigong for Mastery program with my new husband. And I had been divorced for 45 years and he'd been married for 45 years. And you talk about challenges coming from two really different places. That is one. I also moved from Woodstock, Connecticut, which was an old town with 200-year-old trees, into a neighborhood that's being built on the airport in Austin, Texas. And I really felt a difference in my chi field, my spirituality, being on this new land and disconnected from the trees and so forth. And just with our practices over the last days, I have adopted one of the older trees I found, and I found it by the pond. And so now, versus thinking, oh, the land here isn't good enough, I'm using the chi field to help this community and the land that it's on for all of us who are moving here. And Austin is right now considered the place to be. And so I'm very grateful, and we're doing 20 more days, and as well as continuing the mastery program. Thank you. I would say on a personal level, I read energy, and Master Ming Tong, your light makes such a difference in my life. Thank you so much.
Thank you both, Ani and Tai. Wow, I'm looking forward to continuing this. I think a lot of you will be staying on with us, and it has been and will continue to be such a powerful unfolding.
Thank you. See, a beautiful sign. Thank you.
Okay, there we can see it. I spotlighted you again. So nice. Oh, wonderful. All right. So Eva, would you like to share next? Go ahead.
This retreat, well, the past 19 days has been profound for me. I found wisdom healing Qigong 2.5 years ago when I was diagnosed with Parkinson's. And I've been working very hard since then, and with as much wisdom and joy and consistency as possible. And I keep on thinking to myself, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to heal. And the big breakthrough for me in the past 19 days, especially the past 9 days, since we've had the very intense retreat, has been realizing that I've been trying to prove to myself and to the world that I can heal. And that has been debilitating. I didn't realize it, But I've been able to accomplish quite a bit in my life, and whatever I put my mind to, I can accomplish. And I thought I could do that with my healing as well. And so I've had a complete shift in, I feel like I can breathe for the first time, really, in 2.5, 3 years. I don't need to prove anything, especially to myself. I keep on hearing you, Master Ming Tong, saying, relax. And I've been able to embody that for the first time with this, I think, operating system shift that I've experienced. And I've also had glimpses in the past couple of days of, I think, experiencing life directly. And that's profound for me, because I feel like I'm moving out of this story to something that's so much more real and whole. And I now can talk to somebody and be conscious of my body and my breathing and not lost or trying to figure out what they're thinking. It's just been profound for me. And what else did I want to say? And I feel like my dis-ease has been the result of my thinking. And I'm shifting my thinking, I'm shifting my operating system, and it's amazing what's happening with my symptoms. I'm able to stop my tremor now by really deeply connecting with the chi field and saying, relax, open. I say the word open, and I actually feel like I'm opening. Like, I don't know what's opening, but something is opening in me. And then I can say, receive, and howla, and thank you. And I can get my tremor to stop. And so this is profound. I feel like my spiritual awakening is the most important thing to me. My goal all along has been to master my mind. And I feel like my physical body will continue to follow. And I am eternally grateful. And happy birthday, Master Mingtong Gu. And I knew that you were going to be my teacher the first time I saw your smile online 2.5 years ago. I said, oh my gosh, this is amazing. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Eva. Thank you, everyone, for sharing. I see many requests want to share more, but because of time, we can have more opportunity to share this afternoon during the retreat celebration, continuing from this morning. So, really, as I said again, every retreat, the most rewarding experience is for me to receive your sharing, your journey, your experience, your creation of your new story, your new life, new health, new connection, new purpose, all simultaneously happening. So truly give meaning to my life, basically. So last night, when my wife Ling asked me, what is your birthday wish? And I thought about it. And this morning I have new thoughts, but last night my answer was so true, is that I said, all my wishes fulfilled. And that was like come out of my mouth after I give some thoughts to it, like, wow, that is so true. It's so amazing to kind of such deeper confirmation. Then come out of that, the second thoughts came to me, is like, yeah, my main wish is really fulfilled, slow, the wisdom healing Qigong journey. So not only healing of myself, whether whatever physical disease, emotional trauma, whatever mental limitation, whatever experience, I grew up with all the struggle, all the loss, all the hopelessness, all the sadness, all the disconnection. But more importantly is really discover not only what life is possible for myself over the 20 years of teaching and sharing this gift and creating this organization, the retreat center, the whole support system, but really sharing, what is possible for all of us, continuously rediscovering what is truly possible. So in a deeper level, I feel more excited than any other time during the pandemic. We have this urgency, we have this deeper calling. We cannot put off this life project for too long anymore. And I feel like over the last more than 16, 18 months, I have been able to share more, as well discovering more, continue discovering. So this sharing, this continuous sharing, is really fulfilling my birthday wish, my life wish. It's a life wish. So, what we have experienced in the last 9 days or 19 days, another level fulfilling my deep wish. So I want to thank you for that, and really grateful for your presence, for your willingness, for your deep commitment, exploration. Everybody from so many different backgrounds, many of us are so accomplished in your life. Life, career, professions, and whatever field might be, and including spiritual exploration. So in different age, 50s, I don't know if anyone in this group in the 40s might be still 40s. I think there are a few 40s. Anyone 30s, that would be unusual. But anyway, whatever age group you belong to, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, it's amazing. So I'm really humbled. And my wife asked me, what is your age exactly? Whether it's 58 or 59, I don't know. So really doesn't matter for me, the linear age, Actually, I kind of secretly, looking forward to become 80s, 90s. Truly. And same time enjoying, I'm still at the 50s, not too old yet to do everything I want to do. So this feeling, multiple factor experience as human being. So the main theme for me in this birthday is gratitude. Gratitude. So really starting, my life with my parents, birth parents. I can feel my gratitude this morning for them. And as well for my adopted parents. And then really for many kind of parents or on the way, including teachers in schools. So among all the teachers, the most important teacher is Grandmaster Peng Ming. So really, from the Chinese tradition, we often relating to our spiritual teacher as spiritual parents. So yes, birth parents giving birth to us. And that's so important, super important. You know, beyond any story can justify the deeper meaning, deeper value of this relationship. And the second most important relationship is our spiritual parents. They continuously, in a sense, when you engage with the spiritual path deeply, you are continuously going slow rebirth. And obviously, my life changed since I met Grandmaster Peng Ming. Complete different chapter of my life, and so I'm still rebirthing myself. So able to receive such gift and continuously discovering the gift as well, sharing the gift with all of you. Just so rewarding, so deeply fulfilling. And besides, yes, no more important things such as family, and feel such gratitude. So this morning, my daughter Lotus, wake up earlier, come to our bed, cuddle a little bit with me and my wife. So simple thing, you know, bring just life meaning. So in my life, three things are most important, and I'm grateful. One is family. Second is life, work, and community. And the third is deep freedom. Freedom is so important for me. So when we recognize the three important things in my life, I'm like almost in awe. Wow. Wow, what did I do in the past? Able to have this blessing, a cumulative blessing. So thank you for your presence in this community and for feeling this life work beyond just individual need, individual goal. So I'll offer this birthday wish to myself as well to all of you. 1 year wiser. 1 year happier. 1 year healthier. So this morning, when I coming out of bed, and I always enjoy the big view, the mountain, the distance, the horizon, in all dimensions, the amazing light from the sunrise shining every existence, the tree, the desert, the building. And also the amazing presence of the center. And deepening my gratitude. It's like, yeah, I shared before some point, at one point, actually before we moved to Santa Fe, we were in Ashland, Oregon. And after the birth of my first son, I was just in such joy, in such gratitude. The thought came to me, first time in my life. It's like, wow, I would be okay if I die this moment. That was 10 years ago. More than 10 years ago. It's almost 14 years ago. And that feeling kind of become a underlying kind of feeling in my life. On one hand, I enjoy life so much. I have so many ways to enjoy myself, enjoy life, enjoy whatever life existing. On the other hand, this deeper feeling, I'm okay if I pass on now. But this morning, when I see this beauty, this magic, this physical form, in Qigong, we're exploring the formless, right? In the formless realm. But I have this deeper appreciation of the form. This morning, like, wow. I guess still some reason for me to continue to live. I do want to live longer. Even every day, get up the bed and pretty much look around in the same environment, same place, no matter how beautiful it is. It's the same thing. It's the same stuff again and again. All our routines, all our interactions, all our project, all food, whatever you do, yeah. It's the same stuff. And that's an amazing gift. How we can enjoy the same thing again and again. You know, what is driving us to get up every morning? Even our life, you know, on one hand, is so predictable. On the other hand, it's so uncertain. This coexistence of paradox. So another gratitude I want to share is really the gratitude for this physical form of existence, including this body. No matter how we perceive it in the past, its limitation, its impermanency, its separation, its struggle, it's all this loss even. And yet, deeply realizing this is the most profound gift to be human. So one of the gifts we're sharing over the retreat, you start to discover, oh, it's real. Oh, it's possible. Oh, that's what you're waiting for. It's this inward connection, inward choice, inward appreciation, inward discovery. Realizing every moment you can access the joy you're looking for, the peace you've been longing for. So for me, it's clear, it's like one more we need. If we can access the joy, the peace, the freedom, the connection, every moment with our conscious choice, with our accumulative capacity, slow, this process we're engaging. What more do we need? Not much. So again, in this celebration of Global Zhineng Qigong Culture Day, it's really acknowledging the shared gratitude for life, shared gratitude for this ancient accumulative wisdom, and shared gratitude for everything we're sharing, and share the gratitude for what is possible. Continuous acknowledging something is awakening, opening inside of you. So for any new friends join us this event, and I want to thank you for joining us, welcome you, and just give you a little bit more of the context, you know. Wisdom Healing Qigong is coming out of a long history of Qigong in China, at least can trace back to 5,000 years of history. And the main quest is truly seek for truth. The truth of existence, the truth of who we are, the truth of life. In the practical language, is seeking for secret. What's the secret of the universe? The hidden secret. What is the hidden secret for life? Another way to put it is, you know, what is the secret for immortality? What is the secret for longevity? What is the secret for healing? What is the secret to fulfilling our highest potential of life? And I'm using these different words for us to realize they're same. Same. So in this process, the cumulative wisdom, including the teaching, the practice, allow us to discover deeper answer, deeper experience. Yeah. What is source of life? What is the source of healing? Yeah. What is the process of awakening to a forced potential, including self-realization? So when we engage with this deeper question, deeper discovery, realizing, oh, this movement is not just releasing the stress, releasing the pain, trying to feel better. Yes, awakening the deepest part of us. And how are you doing that? Determine your experience, determine the outcome. And this sound, no matter how much understanding you have from scientific point of view, look at how the vibration affecting energy, affecting the physical, that all is true. But deeply, how this vibration allow you to access the deep dimension of yourself, otherwise separate, overlooked, buried, disconnected, numbed, suppressed. And how this meditation, including the teaching, all this amazing process we have engaged, help you to make this connection. Including, go beyond all story, your own or habit, old boxes. It's really come down to it. It's acknowledging that we're all living in our own box. So not only during the pandemic, we all forced to live in this physical box of your home, wherever you're living. But you are living, have been living in some kind of box whole life. Constructed by ourselves. We all do. So acknowledging that, oh, I have been living in a box of self-construction. It's okay. That's the truth. But to enjoy this box, it's great. If you continue enjoying this box, please continue enjoy. But do you feel the limitation of this box? If you do, then we're learning to open this box. Open this box. In the beginning, you may open the window, peeking out a little bit. Then you're ready, opening another window. When you're ready, open the doorway. When you're ready, even have experience outside the box. Then you come back to the box again. That's where you're comfortable, you're used to. Then when you're ready again, you get out of the box for a while again. So that's the process. You come back again, repeating this again. So in a way, it's part of this not only new process, but this is the truth of the existence. We're living in the box as well, unlimited potential. How we can live with both. Live with both. And that is a human story. That's the human story. So you cannot wish otherwise. You have to be comfortable with both. The box and without the box. The form and the formless. That's the nature of life. So again, all these aspects being sharing, yeah, beyond this practice as a method. It's a practice. So it's practice, that means not a technique. Yeah, technique is you do, to address certain problem when you have the problems. The practice is you do every day, whether you have a problem or not. That's the difference between technique and practice. Okay. So we're engaging in a practice, this method of practice. And beyond this practice, there's a methodology. The simple explanation of methodology of wisdom healing Qigong is different from many other traditions. Is we directly go to the energy which encompasses the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual within you. Is not something other than yourself. You're continuously shifting from the contraction to openness, from stagnation to flow, from disconnection to connection. It's not diagnosis-based. Yeah. It doesn't matter what is your story, what is diagnosis, what is your symptom, what is your history. You continue to come back to this methodology, purpose, again and again. So it's based on the deep understanding. When the energy is contracted, then all function of your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual is compromised. And that's also including disconnection. When the energy, the same energy opens up again, flow again, and connections start happen, communications start happen. The natural intelligence of your mind, your body, your heart return to alive again, come back to alive again. So it's every moment experience. It's not something you have to do when you get sick. It's not something you have to do now. I have to choose between medication or this. So when we deeply steep into the intense practice, really want to understand why you're doing this practice. So that's the methodology. So from that methodology, the implication is simple. Yeah. You continuously awakening to wholeness, awakening to the essence who we are. It's nothing about the complexity of diagnosis, complexity of causes, complexity of relationships. So behind the methodology is the cosmology. As I shared, I think it was yesterday, speaking about, what is energy? What is the relationship between the function, the perception, the experience of energy? So simply put, is the cosmology of oneness. Oneness. In the pure state of energy, you directly realize experience. Oneness beyond any differentiation, beyond any story. On the other hand, how this oneness is expressed in all existence. Not just individual existence, but through the interaction of all existence. So we have this great opportunity to realize that. So the profound guidance, our perception of who we are as union of heaven and earth, union of heaven and earth. To experience that union, it's a process of union. It's not like, oh, boom, then come together, then stay there statically forever. Union is this constant connection, interaction, integration, continuously happening. So that's the simplicity, the deeper simplicity of wisdom healing Qigong. I love this quality. It's so simple. So simple. And yet it's so true, so deep. And often I say, actually, it's not my, discovery, but I'm saying that again and again from the quotes, I think Lao Tzu or Kong Tzu, don't remember. Knowledge is, if you want more knowledge, you add more every day. To whatever bucket you have, the bucket of knowledge, including the bucket of technique, bucket of this modality, including all the list of your credentials, resume, you add more. Wisdom is opposite. If you want more wisdom, every day you take out something, let it go from the bucket. So again, that's why this form of Qigong is called wisdom healing Qigong. Wisdom healing Qigong. So by now, you probably realize, wisdom healing Qigong is universal. Universal. You don't have to be Chinese. You don't have to believe in anything. You don't have to identify yourself. You don't have to follow any kind of rules. So even, I'm a pure Chinese, I dress up, differently. That's maybe one way I'm honoring where I came from. But it's not required of anyone engaging in this process to follow any cultural customers, anything like that. It's about realizing your deeper freedom, no matter what cultural background you come from. No matter what is the social agreement, fashions, mainstream you come from. So with that said, let's do a movement practice. So go ahead, standing up. Make yourself comfortable in your room. Make sure you have enough room to move your arms around. And the condition for us to do the wisdom healing Qigong practice is just so simple. Does not require any equipment, does not require yoga mats, does not require, big space, does not require any dietary, formula, does not require, you facing certain direction or not, does not require you to believe in anything. So discover the deeper opening, the deeper experience. So in this session, I'd like to invite both experienced students, beginning students, and new friends, just simply discover the experience of the movement without worry about the detail, without any expectation or preconceived ideas, just simply discover. So in this posture, gently straighten your spine by tucking your stomach, moving the tailbone forward, extending downward, tucking your chin to the back of your neck, lifting up your bai hui, the top of your head. Think of energy gates opening to the heaven above you. When extending the tailbone downward, think of energy extending down continuously with legs, feet to the earth. And gently rotating your shoulder joints, opening, softening your shoulder. Feel the empty space under the armpit, relaxing your elbow, slightly curved, palm facing each other. Gently close your eye, noticing the simple adjustment of your posture, shifting your alignment, shifting your energy relationship within you as well with the energy of the environment. And continuously acknowledging the three dimensions of energy we're learning to discover, connect, cultivate. First is the internal energy of wholeness of your own existence, encompassing the physical dimension, emotional dimension, mental, spiritual dimension. called internal energy. Acknowledging this internal energy within your body, continuously interacting, connecting within your body. This is called internal Hunyuan Qi. Hunyuan you can think of as integrative oneness. Slow interaction of energy in different parts of your body, different dimension of existence. You're experiencing, existing as one energy system, oneness. So beyond just recognized as energy, but Hunyuan Qi, integrative oneness energy. This process, this life creation happening inside of you. Slow the integration, interaction. And the second dimension, well, first of all, this dimension, internal dimension, is the result of whatever function, experience you're having, sensation, feeling you're experiencing. It's coming out of a cumulative experience of your life. For better and worse. All the condition, all the programming, all the cumulative memories, stories, energetic imprints. It's all there inside of you. Beyond the label of good and bad, simply acknowledging. And the second dimension of energy is the energy around you, the environmental energy, the energy of all existence, especially physical existence, have strong impact. The energy of your house, the energy of the land, and the energy of all existence. Are interconnected, are interacting. As well with the internal energy of the entire energy system. These two dimensions of energy, inseparable. The inner Hunyuan Qi, the external Hunyuan Qi of all existence. And slow this connection, interaction, integration, we're experiencing another dimension of oneness. And the third layer of energy is called original Hunyuan Qi. Simply put, I use terminology pure energy. In this dimension of energy existing beyond any separation, beyond any limitation, beyond any story, beyond any difference. And this dimension of energy existing in the entire universe, in all existence around you as well, deep inside of you. So you can think of this as a trinity, three dimension of energy existence. Inner Hunyuan Qi, external Hunyuan Qi of all existence, and the original Hunyuan Qi, the purest energy of the universe. And these three dimensions are inseparable. They're interacting, integrating, co-creating. This experience of this moment, whether you're aware or not, all the sensation, feeling, experience inside of you, a direct reflection of these three layers of energy, three dimensions of energy, existing, connecting, interacting, integrating, co-creating. And whatever contraction, tension you're feeling, is this continuous reflection, this multiple dimension of life. So the purpose of the movement, even the purpose of all practice, on one hand, become more aware of these deep dimensions of your own existence, life, energy, creation. But recognize you are the co-creator of your own life, your own energy system. We are continuously learning consciously, lovingly, wisely, purposefully, joyfully, making the choice, deep choice of opening the energy, connecting the energy, reinforcing, magnifying all these three dimensions of energy, awakening, opening, connecting. With this deeper understanding, deeper realization, simply allow you continuous moving with pure awareness, pure attention, pure purpose. And slowly, gently open your eyes. Visually follow the movement, starting with your hands. Verbally follow the movement, slowly sliding down around your hips, thighs, knees, legs to a comfortable position. Keep your knees together. Open your hands, circling to the front, either facing the feet or touching the feet. Move the hip forward, downward, backward, upward, forward, downward, backward, upward, forward, downward, backward, upward. Holding your position, opening hands, circling around the feet and the leg. Come back to the inner leg in front of you slowly. Sliding upward. Gently close your eye. Simply, continuously relaxing, noticing, allowing, deeply opening. Internal Hunyuan Qi opening. Every part of your body opening. Connecting with the external Hunyuan Qi of all existence. Connecting. Integrating the pure energy of the entire universe. All around you, deep inside of you. Naturally, deeply awakening, nourishing. Slowly open your hand to the side. Continuously, visually follow the movement. Gently open your eyes slowly. Feeling the inner joy of movement, movement of life, movement of energy, movement of your heart. Forward down, placing the middle point between the eyebrow, pointing to the center of your brain, the center of your energy brain, the center, the gateway to the pure consciousness. Opening slowly. Slowly downward, forward, circling to the back, upward, sliding downward, placing the low back, pointing forward, opening, slowly sliding down around your lower abdomen, thighs, knees, legs, to a comfortable position. Keep your knees together, moving your hip forward, down, shifting your weight to the toe, back to the heel, lifting your hips slightly up, forward, down, backward, upward, forward, down, backward, upward, holding your body, opening the hands to the back of your legs, sliding upwards slowly, slowly, mindfully. Placing the low back, sliding, opening to the front. Slowly placing hands on top of your navel. Gently close your eye. And simply Looking inwardly, listening inwardly, noticing inwardly, embracing all the sensation, feeling, experience of life inside of your body, inside your energy body, as continuation of connection, integration of three dimension of energy. The inner Huan Yuan Qi, the external Huan Yuan Qi, the pure original Huan Yuan Qi. Acknowledging your pure consciousness as the purest energy, purest Huan Yuan Qi. With all the connection, all the interaction, all the choice, all the awareness. Pure energy, pure essence, pure wisdom, pure loving kindness, pure compassion, pure movement, pure vibration, pure joy, pure blood, flowing deeper, deeper now. All function of entire energy system, the inner, outer, encompassing the physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, personal, collective, naturally awakening now, naturally connecting now, naturally awakening to the oneness of energy, the oneness of all existence, the oneness of life. With a gentle inner smile, noticing the deeper sensation, new aliveness, openness, interconnectiveness. Slowly, gently open your hand, feeling your leg, feeling the energy presence beneath you, around you, above you, energy presence of the community. Slowly, gently open your eyes. Offering, sharing our deepest gratitude to the ancient wisdom, ancient teaching, to all the teachers, to these communities, to the wisdom teacher within you. And slowly, mindfully transition back to your sitting position. Continue the sitting meditation after the moving meditation. Simply relaxing. With your eyes gently closed. Continuously coming back to your own body, coming back to your home, the most sacred home. The only body you have for this life. The deeper dimension of your body. Continuously connecting, exploring, with a deeper sense of awareness, deeper sense of loving kindness, deeper sense of compassion, deeper sense of appreciation. Feeling this deeper inner appreciation of the collective. Hundreds practitioners, thousands practitioners, millions of practitioners, even billions of practitioners, slow time, past, present, future. Sharing our collective gratitude for all the wisdom beings from the past, present, and the future. All the wisdom teachers. Feeling, connecting with your body, slowly moving your body freely. Gently open your eyes, slowly. Thank you for your presence. Such a deep sharing. And for our new friends, just want to acknowledge the movement meditation we did. It's called Lift, Shift, Porch Down Method. And it's not complete as we shared. It's not the way we usually practice. Normally it's verbally guided and also takes more time than we have in this occasion to learn the movement. So learn the detail can take about 2 days. So I'd like to offer this as experience, as a gift for you to continue, possibly explore with other courses we continue offering, particularly slow online. So that has been incredible experience, the whole 2 hours. I cannot think of the best gift, birthday gift. So thank you. So we're going to explore further, integrating in this afternoon from the retreat experience. And just want to make a few invitations before Sarah, Selena have any announcement. I'd like to invite you to share as much as possible, including this is available in the YouTube. So share this video as much as possible in so many ways, particularly social media, email, so on. And also for some of us want to hear more story about Grandmaster Peng Ming and my experience with him. We have another 2 video available. Pretty soon we can put it on YouTube as well, so you can share and watch the 2 videos yourself and share with others as well. And again, we're here to continuously support whatever your next step of your journey. And when I said the tradition in China, we think of a spiritual teacher as spiritual parents. And I want to clarify one thing. It's different kind of parents than the birth parents. Yeah. So it's really important to differentiate very different purpose and quality. One of the differences is we expect parents take care of kids, Spiritual teacher is opposite. We're not here to take care of anyone. I never expect Dr. Penn to take care of me in any practical way or spiritual ways. It's a very different relationship. So I want to clarify that. Important to clarify that. Yes, I'm here continuously sharing what I know, supporting you, guiding you. But the deep work is up to yourself, up to everyone. And this work is empowerment, responsibility to realize the freedom. So one of the lessons I have learned in my life is more I can take responsibility, more I can create true freedom for myself. Whatever responsibility, practical, spiritual. So I want to clarify that before we complete the session. Looking forward to see you again anytime. And so Sarah and Selena have another 5 minutes, going to share some information with you.
Thank you, Master Ming Tong. And thank you for that very deep experience of practice and teaching with you. As I mentioned at the beginning of our time together, we are in the midst of this retreat flow. And so we do want to invite you to consider if you would like to step into this river with us. We have 20 more days that we will be sharing this teaching, practice, meditation, community time together here online. And during this time, Master Ming Tong has started a very special gift of, because we're online and because we are connecting from home, we're acknowledging how that can really make a difference in our daily life, even more than leaving our life and going somewhere else does. It gives us an opportunity to really integrate and work with the challenges and work with, where we're living, who we're living with, maybe the people that we see every day, and how can we work with that from the wisdom healing Qigong perspective. And part of that, opening that insight, Master Ming Tong has been doing this last 10 days. He did a blessing and he will continue for each of us who are part of this retreat. Just special holding intention, blessing us in our individual homes. Because we are really creating a place to practice and a place to work on those deeper changing of patterns, physical, emotional, mental reactivity. And one of the powerful experiences people have shared again and again about joining in a retreat from home is how it does really help to transform their home life, sometimes in very surprising ways. So just a little special quality of doing an online retreat. Again, we have 2 10-day segments coming up, and we will be deepening into pure consciousness for both of them. If you do not have any experience, either a 7-day retreat or our online courses with pure consciousness, we do invite you to do the first 10 days, because the second 10 days, we are asking for that prerequisite to have that foundation so we can all start relatively from a similar understanding already. So Selena, did you have anything you wanted to add?
I do. I just thought of something. I'm not quite as practiced as you are, Sarah, but I'm going to give it a shot and see if I can share this. If you've been receiving our emails, you know that we are opening the Chi Center as a sort of self-service boutique haven for folks who want to be here during their online retreat experience. So we just decided this. So I don't have all of the technical parts figured out and set up yet inside of our system. But if you're interested in traveling here and being here during the online retreat program, it's not a regular retreat. We have very limited number of rooms that we're making available, but we do have a few left. I just wanted to let everyone know that this is an option right now. And the way you get all the details, there's way too many for me to explain right here, But the way you get all the details is just to write me an email at rooms@qcenter.com. And it's been very busy. I've been answering those emails pretty much 24/7 for the last day and a half. And so there's lots of interest in it. And I can send you all the information and pricing and all of that to let you know if it's the best option for you. Thanks. That was it, Sarah.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Just want to add, it's very limited participants for this opportunity, probably no more than 16 or no more than 10. We're still kind of in this process of preparing the center. But so could be a lot of spaciousness, a lot of private, self-served, self-initiative experience, and experiencing the land as well, some level of informal interaction among the small intimate group with a safe space, social distance, so on. So again, more detail can sending us email. So last, unless Sarah has more announcement, I want to invite in the retreat students continuing come back. We're going to have an informal virtual lunchtime together. And so very informal and playful time together. So for any of us continuing the retreat next 10 days, have a register for next 10 days or 20 days, you're welcome to join us for the virtual launch too. So with that said, let's come back to the gallery view. Actually, for this group, we're able to see each other. We're going to come back anyway. So, but let's send in the Haola blessing to everyone joining us through YouTube in the present time, in the future as well. Again, acknowledging in the energy dimension, in the oneness of pure energy, there's no separation of time, no separation of space. Sending the most loving, healing, joyful blessing with Haola together. We say, Haola to hundreds, Haola to thousands, Haola to millions. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I will see you soon. Okay, keep the Zoom open. If you need a few minutes, prepare your food, whatever drink, whatever you need. Come back whenever you're ready. Pretty much you can eat it together. Haola, Haola.